Try it out. Didn't crash.
Okay, so we're back and we're about to do the walkthrough of the GP Hop project at the Digital Health Hack, and we just wanted to make sure that you could see what was going on. So I'm just going to turn the camera around so that you can see the screen that we're working on, and we will just do it like this. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Almost visible. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so on the left hand side we've got the box representing the application itself. On the right hand side we've got the various systems we're integrating with. So the first thing the patient's going to do is enter a postcode, and that's going to then look up, based on that postcode, various GP practice details on the NHS Choices web services, which are currently already exposed live on the internet today. It's then going to get some QoF data. That's the step that we've not yet done today. Maybe we'll do that before 5 o'clock. And then it also gets data from the Spine demographic service. The PDS is the Spine's demographic service, and it's getting that data based on the NHS number that you've entered, so that all that personal data about the patient is automatically being populated and then can be sent to the GP. So at that point in the scenario, the patient's going to choose a GP, and the system will automatically email the GP for acceptance. And in theory, we've not got all this working today, but the GP would then respond to the email in a specific manner to provide formal acceptance of that patient, and then the system would mediate or manage the GP to GP transfer using what's called HL7 messaging, Health Language 7 messaging, for anyone on the net who's familiar with that, to move the patient, and it moves the entire patient electronic record from the old to the new GP system. And we also recognise we'd have to inform the PCT or future equivalent CCG, so that they can then send a letter to the patient confirming that the transfer has been successful. Okay, so that's the run through, or that's the easy walkthrough. What we've got left to do today, we've got three main developers and 3 totally separate languages. So it's a real test of service-orientated architectures for anyone who's familiar with that. There's a basic front end up and running. We've done the integration to NHS Choices. We've simulated as close as you could do on a non-live system the GP to GP messages, and we've got the emails to GPs working. We've not done their Spine PDS integration properly yet today, though we've done some aspects of that. We've not done the integration with the QoF data. And finally, there would be integration to the Spine's directory service. That's a national directory service from the national programme, which is where we would get the email for the specific GP from, because today we've hard-coded it, I'm the GP for today. Right, so we're going to try and simulate now, do a demo line. Goodness me, is this going to work? Hopefully. If I just go through the history, it should work. Or do we even try and do a new postcode?
Go live for it. Do it.
Sorry, I'm going to have to just.
Does anybody want to volunteer a local postcode?
LS1 6AE.
LS1 6AE. Yeah. So this is finding the list.
Do you know the information on this postcode?
No, so here you've got your list of your local practices for LS1. You've got the address, and you can go and get a little bit more information. Now, we've not populated everything today, so you've not got all the information about the GP practice that we mentioned in the features list, but that's all pretty straightforward once we've achieved this. This is actually the difficult bit we've achieved today, to get integration with NHS Choices. And in theory, you then would choose a particular practice. You'd get more data back about that practice. At the moment,
does it say?
According to
25%.
Ooh. Oh dear, I hope Dr. Ottoman and partner are watching this webcast. That's directly, this is live data from the NHS Choices website. And then you'd press this switch button. Obviously it would be a little bit more flashy. And you'd give an NHS number. Again, we might be able to look this up based on your name and address instead, once we had integration up and running. And then you actually go for the GP to GP transfer. And that should, I don't know if you can see the bottom right hand corner of the screen, that should have automatically sent an email to our simulated GP. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So I, as a GP, have received an email. At the moment, it's just told me that I've got a request for a transfer and a link to confirm. What happens if I click on that? Oh, we get a success button. So not too beautiful, but behind the scenes, there's a lot going on there.
Well, I for one think, what were you doing all day, really? when I was eating cake. And yeah, why doesn't it integrate with the NHS spine? You've had since 11 o'clock this morning. Very, very impressive projects, all of them. So I'm going to stop the broadcast now. We're going to do our voting, and then I'm going to look into the chat room to see what your votes are. So the options are for active women in tech, health watch, health share, useful apps for service users, and GP hop. I haven't missed anyone out. Those are the choices. So you've got a choice of 4 to choose from. So I just need 1 vote, please. I know it's really hard to choose, but I'm going to weight the votes the same out there as we have in here. So you have as much of a say in which is going to win as we do here today. Okay, so I'm going to stop broadcasting, and then when I come back, we will give you 5 minutes, and you will be able to watch any of the archived streams, which are all labelled for the projects that you might not have actually watched at the time, Jackie. So you've got time to watch that before we come back. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 20. Maybe. Should we? What time is it now? It's 15:42. So if we agree that we're going to come back together at 4 o'clock, and that's when we'll broadcast, and we expect your votes. Okay, thanks very much. See you then. Bye.